Hey everybody, Jerry here from Android Central, and the UPS guy just dropped off our Atrix 4G, and as a bonus we've got the laptop dock. We'll look at that here in a second, but pop it out of here. Just some of y'all like it, show you everything that's in the box. There's where your SIM card was, quick start guide, HDMI cable, power cable, charging block. Interestingly enough, no micro SD card in there. Don't know if that's because this isn't retail packaging. Let me zoom in a little bit. And here it is. You know, nice solid little phone. You look here down on the side, you've got your USB port and your HDMI port. Here at the top you have that odd power unlock finger swipe button. We'll definitely take a look at that. There is your HD camera and dual flash. Got your volume rocker there on the side. Up top all you have is a headphone jack and nothing down on the bottom here. So let's get it turned on. And what can you say? It's Blur. They say it's a new Blur. New Blur looks a whole lot like the old Blur to me. You've got 7 home screens with your assorted Motorola Motor Blur widgets, messages, social networking updates, calendar, weather, Google search. There's different contacts. I signed in with a blank Moto Blur account just to get this thing turned on. It literally has only been here about 15-20 minutes. There's your, video camera widget thingy, quick back to the camera, and it shows pictures on your screen, music control, RSS feeds, and there's your wireless networking control widgets. That's kind of neat. I wish somebody would make third party that works like those do. It's one thing I like about Blur. Go through and look in the app drawer here. See, it's got, your Moto Blur stuff and a little bit of AT&T applications. There's the barcode scanner, Family Map, AT&T Navigator, Blockbuster, Live TV, My AT&T, and that's about it. Well, the Yellow Pages. And then you have your Motorola stuff. Got your Moto Blur account settings and media share. This is DNLA, DLNA. I always get that mixed up, but that's on board here. WebTop connector. WebTop is the big new thing with the Atrix, and we're definitely going to look hard at that. One thing, task manager with an auto end list. Whoever, I don't know. I'm speechless. I just hate to see that, especially on a phone that doesn't necessarily need it. But I don't design the phones, I just review them. But you can see it's got a task list. Just wanted to show you guys that and give me a chance to complain a little bit. And there it is, DLNA. Other than that, it's not a lot of extras in the app drawer. And you notice it runs really smoothly. I like that. It is really snappy. Of course, it's not doing anything right yet, but can't complain about that. Have a quick look at the settings. Go to About Phone. There we go, Android 2.2.1. So it's fairly up to date. Like to see Gingerbread on here as soon as possible. Moto, make sure you take care of everybody. Kernel version 2.6.32.9. And they make sure to let us know that it is SMP, that's symmetric multiprocessing. Probably most kernels on phones are, unless they were purposely built not to take care of 2 processors. The kernel isn't the holdback, it's the operating system and the Dalvik virtual machine. But the kernel is ready to go, tells you that right there. There's your build number. One thing, I want to flip her over to the back here. Not loving the battery door. It comes on and off easy enough, but it's a little flimsier than I'd like. There's a 1880 milliamp hour battery, and it's a normal size battery. We'll go ahead and pop it out. You can see it's difficult to get out, but it's a lot of juice and it's not a lot of extra size, so that's really nice. Nice to see that. There's your SIM card and your micro SD card slot. You just pop this little door up and you can slide a card in there. Like I said, this didn't come with one. I'll have to dig one out. Retail packaging may. I'm not sure. I'll have to get a clarification on that. Let's pop the battery back in and pop the cover back on. And we'll make sure this thing's getting turned on. Okay, there it tells us it's dual core technology. That's pretty slick. I'm going to put this off to the side and I'm going to get the webtop dock out, the laptop dock, because I know everybody wants to take a look at that. We'll be right back. Okay, that was quick. Here is the retail packaging for the laptop dock. It's a big flat box. Pop it open here. Everybody have a look at how it's packaged. Flip it open. It's padded. Not a lot here to, to look at. There is the laptop unit itself. That's what we're most interested in, but you've got a cleaning cloth, a user guide, and a power supply. And really, you don't need anything else. You don't want too much to make it complicated. So let's put that out of the way. And here is the, I'm going to call it a netbook dock. Laptop is stretching it. Netbook works for me. It's got a relatively nice keyboard. Not like in all this space for the trackpad, but trackpad is nice. A lot of people are going to want to use that. It's, what can you say? It looks a lot like a netbook, except it doesn't work without a phone in it. It's easy enough to fix. Pop that open in the back, and you see you got 2 ports there that line up with the 2 ports here. Put them in there and open the door. And while it's booting up, I'm going to reposition this camera here a little bit. Don't get seasick. Give everybody a fair idea of how it looks here. Try to get an angle that everybody can see. You'll notice there it says verifying account status. They are forcing you to get a tethering plan to use the dock. Not my decision. Not much I can say about it. I'm sure that'll be rectified shortly. Root does wonderful things. I'm not sure if you can see the little mouse pointer moving around. Works just like you would expect a trackpad to work, except this one's great big. It's got your 2 buttons, right and left click. Use wallpaper from device, change wallpaper. You've got a small dock here that, it has different applications. If you, let's say, hit contacts, you notice the small window there that says mobile view. That changed to my contacts. Like I said, that list is empty. Haven't really signed into MotoBlur yet. You can go back home, and that's the home screen on your device. Double click up there and it opens your notifications. Close contacts, and you've got the 4 buttons here that you're used to. Go back home, or there's the menu, manage apps, wallpaper. That all works like we expected. And here is the neatest trick, I think. Firefox web browser built into the the web top mode. Bring it up and it looks a lot like the Firefox browser you would have on your netbook. Goes to the AT&T page. We don't really necessarily worried about AT&T.yahoo.com. Let's go to Android Central. If I could spell. Kind of hard looking through the camera. Bear with me. Or we could just click it from where I looked at it the last time. Yeah, of course I looked. You would have too. And, it's I don't get the best AT&T service here. I am right at the spot where it jumps from Edge to 3G. But it's not bad. I'm not on Wi-Fi. Haven't signed into Wi-Fi yet. You can see it's buffering, accessing, connecting. And there's your flash. You know, flash in the web browser. Jump down here. Give it a second. It's not the speediest thing in the world, I'm going to tell you that. It looks like it would be a little bit aggravating to use this, you know, as a real laptop netbook replacement, because it is a little slow and it is a little choppy. And as I said before, I'm not really doing anything with it yet, so have to see how it acts under load. Here, this is neat. Let's fire up that video. Sneak peek at Cut the Rope. And there's some inline flash running for you. So, you know, the web browser acts just like you would expect it to. That is a big plus. A little bit worried about how that was going to be. Let me shut that annoying noise off. Neat game, not so neat commercialized. You've also got some settings you can control for the web top mode through the laptop dock. Not a lot of settings. You know, you can hook through printer wirelessly. You've got some mouse settings, keyboard settings, display settings. Let's just click one of them. Shrink to fit, or you can, resolution is tied. I'm not sure what choice they think they're giving us there, but you know, they have some settings there. Let's look at one that might have a little bit more. I know the mouse does because I had to adjust it. You can control your pointer speed and acceleration and double click. You know, if you've used Windows or Ubuntu or a Mac, you know, you're pretty much familiar with this kind of stuff. And you see you've got your standard Android stuff up here. There's my signal strength, battery, and it's charging from the dock itself. It's got a battery inside, and it actually charges the phone while you're running it. I'm sure if you work it really hard, it's not going to charge, but it's not going to just kill your battery. And of course, you've got Facebook here. Bring that up. Come on. As I said, it's a little sluggish. Not feeling that. Not what I expected. I expected a little bit more from a dual-core Tegra 2 with a gig of RAM. It should, in my opinion, you know, act as snappy as a, you know, 1 gigahertz or a 1.6 gigahertz netbook you can buy at, you know, Walmart or Target for 175 bucks. Same amount of RAM and not quite as good a processor, and it does a little better. I'm sure it's because we're running both Android and web top at the same time, and I look for this to get a little bit better in future builds. At least I hope it does. Right now, first impressions, it's usable. Not quite as well as I expected, but then again, I'm still learning it, so that may change. Let me move that up here. Flash in the browser works. It's a little slow, but it does work. Web pages render beautifully, and I'm sure we'll have a lot more as we dig deeper into it. I just wanted to give you all, you know, a first look here, and I'll holler at you later.